two players swept along the roars of sentiment, nostalgia, romance, sporting drama, and straightforward Irish goodwill. What a confrontation. It's amazing. Looking at Harrington on Thursday morning, he stood in the howling wind and driving rain, uncertain, downcast, wondering if he might even finish a few holes with that injured wrist. How meekly he might have surrendered that claret jug, but how things have turned around.
The announcement will come in a moment from Ivor Robson, who has done his usual immaculate work as starter.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the final game of the 137th Open Championship. On the tee from Ireland, the defending champion, Padraig Harrington.
Padraig Harrington's probably hit more irons off the tees this week than anyone else.
He's got a good view of the green, Padraig Harrington. Just ambling off the fairway with his tee shot.
I think the rough just grabbed that a bit short.
Harrington, the bookie's favourite, I think, going into this final round. Not least of which because of his abilities around the green. As he demonstrates at the first. So nearly a birdie to start with. Reminiscent of the chip that he hit into the 72nd hole last year to get into the Claret. Superb. Rock solid four to start with from the defending champion. Tee behind Norman, who's in the greenside bunker.
This tee is still 20 yards forward, just like it was yesterday. To help these players, it's off the right-hand side and quite strong into their face. That was a strange choice of club for Norman. He's been hitting plenty of club up until today, but went with a 6-iron. Didn't think he could get there. Harrington 20 yards closer, also 6-iron.
A lovely shot, low, punched, safely right of the flag. A really good start now from Harrington. Great save at the first and fine iron into the second.
Well, this is only the second hole. Harrington started 2 shots back, and if he holds this for a birdie, he's tied for the lead. Uphill putt.
Give it every chance. Tongue sticking out and the eyes burning. He plays with a furious intensity. Wonderful to see his will to win is second to none. They talk about tigers, but Padraig Harrington is one of the hardest workers and fiercest competitors around.
Players have walked back about 100 yards to this elevated third tee.
Yeah, and the wind fairly strong off the left-hand side, helping just a little bit. Padraig going with an iron. But the previous 2 days, this was straight downwind, but it's a lot more difficult now. Padraig Harrington, the same distance that Greg Norman was, 195 yards remaining. Going with an 8-iron.
A sandy thud.
very close to having to put both feet outside the bunker here. Well, if he does that, he's risking a J. Arthur.
Came out even better than he expected it to. Yeah. Very nice shot.
Put in uphill into the wind, and they've only cut the greens just once this morning, so this should be a very slow putt.
He's very strong. He's very, very strong. He knows what he's doing.
Harrington going with the 4-iron on the 4th.
What a wonderful shot there from Harrington, really putting the pressure on the shark. And Ken Brown's finished.
No, Harrington. Just to extend his lead. And they just come up on it a little quick there and pulled it. It's 4 pars running for Harrington. And he stays 1 clear of the field, which is bunching up behind him.
Into the breeze.
A little right. It's a good kick. It's perfection. Perfection from Harrington.
And make it a total of 100 to the flag. Into a strong wind, and he's going with an 8-iron, so he's going to play a nice little knockdown shot, controlled half swing. I was just going to say it's difficult to actually get the pace right here, because that bunker that's 10 yards short of the green allows him to only see half of the flag.
It's not great from Harrington. That's a really, really tough putt from there. We saw Cren tossing the balls up the bank, so it's very quick from just behind the hole.
Now Harrington, very difficult putt, about 15 feet in front of him. It'll turn a little left and straight downhill fast. Very well judged. Just use the weight of the ball, take it down the green. Excellent touch there from Harrington.
Harrington going with an iron again off that 6th hole.
What's the difference there, Phil? This today, taking an iron, they seem to be getting to the end of the fairway. Is the tee's up, the wind from a different direction?
Well, the tee's up 10 yards, which it was yesterday, and the wind's helping a lot more than it has been. Harrington going with the 3-iron. Wind off the right-hand side, slightly into.
He's had a couple of good breaks. His ball just kicked out of the rough on the 2nd, and then this ball's just sneaked round the edge of that awful-looking big top bunker, Phil.
Yes, absolutely, but he's still 18 yards away from the hole, so he needs a good putt here. It's going to break from the left-hand side. This is for a birdie.
Action shot. It's a bit reminiscent of Nick Faldo's winning the Open at Muirfield when he parred 18 holes to win.
Magic. Very tough par 4. 2 well executed irons and a couple of super putts.
Padraig hit a wonderful shot in here yesterday and made birdie.
It's a 5-iron today.
This looks left. Oh my goodness. This is Padraig's strength. No disrespect to his game, but he has got one of the finest short games in the land.
He's beating down it. He wants to make sure ball first and turf, and just testing how much resistance the rough's going to give him when he hits the shot. See the club really sticking in there. Way off the back foot.
It's a poor one by Padraig standards. Just a wee bit firm. Tough 5-6 foot putt for par.
Harrington to save par now on 7 to stay 2 ahead of Greg Norman.
Slight misread, I think.
To go to Harrington, this for his bogey. He stays 1 clear in the open of Greg Norman and 2 clear of Chris Wood.
Harrington not going with a driver, but I've seen him with an iron off here. Looks like a utility club of some kind.
300 yards to the bunkers on the right-hand side. And not far from where he hit his tee shot yesterday.
Long putt here for Harrington. That was his birdie attempt.
Yes, you can. I think expecting the wind to do something different. Right to left break, left to right wind.
Harrington tested once more off the back of that drop shot at the 7th. Oh, he's not immune to the pressures. And once more, Harrington and Norman are tied. And they're both slipping back down the leaderboard. 6 over ties this championship.
So a few players do that yesterday, what Norman's tactic. Padraig just happy to bunt it down the middle with a mid to long iron. Unfortunately, he's bunted it down the middle of the right rough. That was a poor shot. Well, they're letting the rest back into it gradually.
Not a bad lie here for Harrington, but downwind coming out of the rough. He'll do very well to actually land it on the green and keep it on the green. He'll try and get as much height. Just needs a good contact on this one.
And there's where he's left himself, the pin back right today. Not much green to play with.
Well, we saw him whip one up in the air at, was it 10 yesterday, from right of the green, in incredible fashion. And get it to spin, so who knows what he's got up his sleeve. He's a bit of a trickster around the greens, isn't he, Sam?
He certainly is. Lovely piece he did with you this morning, Andrew. Quite informative. Look at that. That takes just downwind, not quite firm enough.
That was the proverbial played it too well.
Padraig then on the 9th for par. The door opens for the Shark. Padraig Harrington dropped a shot at the 7th, the 8th, and now the 9th. 37 to the turn, 3 over, slips back to 7 over for the championship. Harrington, though, with a little fairway wood. Oh, he's gone left.
Fairway wood brings those 2 left-hand traps into play.
Ah, not too bad.
Well, Parky, you're not going to believe this. He's finished absolutely perfect on the path. Maybe it is right there. That woman shouldn't have been bending down to touch it, but I'm sure she didn't.
Harrington then keeping calm amidst the fuss, doing well. Shot from Harrington, who leaves himself that birdie putt while his elder statesman playing partner flounders around in the rough on the left.
After that fantastic second shot from Harrington, he deserves a birdie here. This to tie Greg Norman at +6.
Well, the wind took that. I mean, that just turned right at the traffic lights halfway down the putt. It was unbelievable. Hovering his putter so that the ball doesn't move and cost him a shot. Well done. Good stuff. Harrington Norman will be tied for the lead after this hole at +7. Wakefield one behind. Kim and Stenson further one back.
Even though this 11th into the wind, that's an iron from Harrington.
He's got away with it there, Harrington. Just left of the trap.
Perfect lie on the left-hand side for Harrington. 161 yards, going with a 5-iron.
Barrage of camera shutters. He looked a little bit despondent. It's a green found off a wayward drive. The circus of the final round, the final group of the Open Championship.
A very long birdie attempt here for Harrington, coming up the hill into the wind. He had a huge cheer for him when he walked on this green.
Now Harrington for par. Just remain tied for the lead. Well done. Very solid. Harrington remains +7 along with Greg Norman.
Yeah, it's off the right and helping a little bit, so if you get it going too much with the wind, you can certainly be up on that back left-hand bank again. Going with a 6-iron.
Has he controlled this a little bit better? Yes, he has. Not too bad at all.
Long but up the hill, on its way if it goes. No. Well, the next an hour or so is going to be crucial and going to change somebody's life. Not necessarily Harrington, because he's been there before, and well, he's still just coming to the end of his tenancy of looking after the Claret Jug.
10 bunkers on the 13th and a fairly generous green.
And yet again, Harrington going with the iron. Wind strong off the left-hand side and helping a little bit. And the breeze will be blowing the ball towards those right-hand traps.
Finds the fairway. Yes, good.
235 yards away from the hole, going with a 5-iron. Have to land this a long way short of the green and chase it up there.
Doesn't need a soft bounce, needs a little bit of chase. Gets it. Super.
Especially if this one drops for Harrington, this for birdie.
What a putt, Kenneth, eh?
What a putt. 3 perfect shots, a smarted iron, long iron off the tee, glorious 5-iron, just shaping into the breeze, and a magical 16, 17 footer.
Now, here we go. Harrington, 14th. No great applause, and I don't know why not. Steady. Right at the target. He's had a few little hiccups and a few strokes of good fortune, but he's played some good shots when needed. 2 putts for a par. Not a million miles. Run out of steam.
Harrington to tidy up on 14.
Looking a little anxious, Harrington. Tee shot at 15, 2 bunkers down the left. And he's carrying. That's a massive hit. My goodness. 265 yards to clear that bunker. And he can reach from there, just about.
A long way in the air. He's got a 30-yard bunker shot left now. Harrington with his deceptive power.
And this is the first time all day that he's been aggressive. From 270 yards.
Online. Online and on the green. The defending champion with 2 putts for a birdie here at the 15th.
Difficult 2-putt because the last sort of yard or so is very much downhill. You've got to come up a little ledge and then it just runs away from you. His touch this week has been pretty darn good, but if this is inside a yard, it's an outstanding putt.
Well, it was a good touch, but he's left an awkward length putt. Defending champion has this for a birdie. Perfect.
Real clutch putt there for Harrington. Got a 2-shot lead.
At 67. Only 5 players breaking par today.
Well, Harrington on the 16th tee, it's the last hole that's into the breeze, but right now it's mainly off the right-hand side. Last 2 holes slightly downwind off the left. 371 yards today, brought the tee forward just like they did yesterday.
Well, it's all in his hands now. The defending champion is defending quite heroically.
Looked a little anxious to start with, but it's come back on the wind, and that's perfect.
What club, Phil?
Happy?
He's going with a 7-iron, 128 yards. Shows how strong the wind still is.
Well, he can carry it all the way. Anything short and right could end up in those 2 bunkers. Come off the green backwards.
What's this putt do, Phil?
It's going to move just a little bit to the left, going slightly up the hill. And it's definitely very makeable. And if this one goes in, he's looking really good with just 2 holes to go.
toes it up by the hole side. Another par under his belt. Sweetly played hole.
2 more 4s might be good enough, Ken.
Oh, I think so.
There's a fair wind whistling across here. It's a little bit of elevation on this tee. They like it, so I confess I can't see it at the moment, but it's... Oh, there she goes. Oh, perfect.
That was a fabulous tee shot, tight down the left.
The last pair on the 17th looking over there. Second shots. There's the target.
272 yards remaining for Padraig Harrington, and he's been very aggressive again. He'll have to start this one almost over the crowd on the left-hand side. He's going with the fairway wood, and that's probably trying to take out certainly that trap that's 20 yards short of the green, take that out of play. That's about the only place you don't want to be.
There's some dangers up there on the right, Pete.
Yeah, but there's also danger on the left if you go far enough left. It's on that bank.
What a win, though.
No, there's no danger at all. That's a ripper.
What a win, though.
Well, he caught the side of the bunker. He's had a bit of the luck of the Irish today. He was offline a few times early on and found car paths and tracks and walkways and all sorts of things, but he's deserved it because he played with a freedom of spirit and a freshness and an honesty. And the others just couldn't compete. So Harrington, at this moment, still a bit of work to do. He's got to complete this hole and the 18th. The Irish flag is fluttering very proudly, and why not? It looks odds-on the Padraig Harrington, a late comer to the professional world of golf, is going to win 2 Open Championships in a row, and that's happened to very, very few players in the history of the game. Certainly the history of the modern game, going back 50 years or more. Go back to Peter Thompson, Arnold Palmer. There's the old Gravery at work. He's given Padraig the prize already. Some reception, Ken, eh?
And well deserved.
That's tremendous reception. What a lovely moment if this goes in, eh? What a lovely thing. A little diddler down the hill.
Yeah, it's downhill, inside left. Had an eagle here on day 2.
Wonderful 3, a wonderful 3.
Well, that's a 4-shot lead for Harrington. I think Polder can pack his bag.
Oh, they're quiet. They're very quiet. No need. Oh, no need. He has hit the ball absolutely splendidly when needs called. Missing the bunker in the front of the green. It is there. How about that? He's just a show off. Wonderful.
Breathtaking striking over these closing few holes. Every iron flush. Finished with a real gem.
To be able to enjoy the walk down here with a 4-shot lead, unlike last year when it was painful to watch his finish.
Wow, as they say, Ken, eh? How about that? That was a marvellous reception for some very entertaining play under very difficult conditions. Absolutely stunning. The way Harrington's played these last few holes. Kieran and Patrick, Harrington's children, watching Dad. Well, no real anticlimax. Finished 3-4. Harrington the champion.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke. The champion defends.
What a finish. 4 under for the last 6 holes. And birdies are very scarce.
And ladies and gentlemen, with a score of 283, the winner of the gold medal and the champion golfer of the year is Padraig Harrington.